Hello everyone, welcome to this video. It's only going to be a short one. What I'm going to talk to you about just briefly is the sort of issues that we come across with steel beams and cold bridgings on big openings like the one that is above this lovely set of bifolder doors. Basically the issue is, and I'm sure if anyone's in the trade they'll sort of understand the potential problems here. We've got a big steel beam here that holds these holds the roof above these bifolder doors, and the issue we get is cold bridging. Now we've got 100mm, as you can just see. Look, there's a 100mm external skin sits on this part of there's basically a plate welded on the bottom of a U channel. Then in between that, this is above here obviously, I've put in 100mm Celotex which goes right up and catches the Celotex which comes down in between the rafters in the roof void. And the issue that we can often get is obviously is trying to insulate this beam, which is difficult to insulate. And what can tend to happen is, and I know you'll see that I've put some little noggins in here, run a few timbers across. I'm going to plasterboard this. I will again pack this bit of insulation, but the problem we have is that if we just tend to stick, that's not right, is it? If we just go sticking plasterboard on here, what you can get is interstitial condensation, where moist air moves through the plasterboard, hits potentially, because look, it's only the outside there, that's steel. The cold will move along that steel and cause any moist air in that plasterboard to condensate and cause a wet patch here. Now, what I've done to try and help with this is actually I've just gone up to Wicks, and you can buy this at any sort of floor laying place. This is what they call a tile backer board, so it's 10mm. It's got dense polystyrene, I think, in it, and it's got this nice sort of grippy texture each side that obviously will adhere, usually to adhere to a floor and then have tiles stuck to it. So basically what I've done here, as you can see, I put this piece of batten through, brought the bottom of the batten flush with the just slightly past the underside of the steel, and then I've used some adhesive which is here. I'll show you. I've just used this Sticks-like. It's quite good stuff. It's really sticky, although it says it's a sealant. It's waterproof, and it's really good for sticking. Well, it sticks pretty much anything, but it's pretty good on metal. I've used it before. So basically what I do is put a couple of beads of that sealant on this side, on this front edge of the board, and then put a couple of little screws in there. And what that's, in effect, what that's doing is creating, I know it's only small, but you've got 10mm of insulating material there, but also this is non-permeable, so it's like a vapor barrier. So any moist air that does going to go through this plasterboard won't be able to go any further and potentially condensate and drip back down. That's the theory anyway. So again, if you wanted to, I suppose you could, look, we could sort of double that up if you wanted to, because again, this stuff you can just stick it to itself. What I've done here, made a point of, when I fitted these doors, I made sure that I left a bit of a gap. Oh, it's my phone ringing, hang on. I made sure that I left a little bit of a gap at the top, so I put expanding foam in there, so again there's no sort of cold bridge there. These, as you can just see here, these profiles on these doors, they're thermally broken, so this bit that's got the screw in is actually not metal, so there's a thermal break between the outside part of the aluminium and the inside. So there we go. I just thought a quick video. I'd be interested to see what people's thoughts are on it. The way I view it, it's better to try and put something like that in than nothing at all. So I've just got this last bit to cut in. It's pretty simple, really. I just cut it to, I'll cut it to length. Here we go. I'm struggling. If you hear me struggling a little bit, it's because I fell off the bottom of that ladder a couple of days ago and I've bruised a couple of ribs. So, oh God. So I basically just put that up there like that. Run my pencil line just here. I can't hold it and point to it, and then just cut it off with a knife. And then stick it. I'll set the camera up and show how I do that actually. Right, I hope you can see me there. I've had to point the camera further inside because otherwise it's getting too much sort of overexposure from the light outside. So, not a filmmaker, as I've said many times before. Right, so that's just going to go up there, over the top, put some up there. There. Now I put it down this little bench I've made up, and it's really easy to cut with a Stanley knife. Right, I've got my 2 marks there. I'm just going to put the leather on it. Fairly easy. There you go. And then just nice sharp blade in the Stanley knife. Just scores one side, and they look a bit like plasterboard. It just breaks, and then I can run the knife down the other side. That's it. That's that cut. Right, now I can just get my sealant, run a couple of beads down it. That's it. Now we can offer it up and put a couple of screws in it. Right, it's all glued up. I just sort of squash it into place. You can feel, look. Oh. That adhesive's got really good suction, look. Sort of, you can see I'm sort of trying to pull that down. It's kind of got it already, so we know that's going to hold it when it goes off. And now I've just got some, I think there's a 35mm drywall screws just in the edge of that timber. Again, really important to get this timber in the right place, because if it's slightly too high up when you screw it on, it could end up deflecting that board down. So I actually put a streamline through this because the steel's got a slight bow in it. But there we go. That's it. Only wants a few screws in here, probably every 400 or so. And there we go. That's it. Job done. Just make sure that's stuck up there. That's good. If it was dipping down a little bit, all I would do here would basically clamp a piece of timber onto this frame and just put a couple of wedges in until it's gone off. So once this backer board has gone off and is stuck properly, when we come to finish it, obviously we'll just do the same again with plasterboard. This is just an offcut to show you. Put some of that adhesive down the back, stick it onto this part of the backer board, which we know this takes adhesive because that's what it's for. Screw this front edge into this batten, and then to finish off, we can then just pull this last piece of plumb plasterboard down. As I said, make sure we put lots of insulation in there as well. So fingers crossed, and that'll be plastered. We haven't lost too much of the reveal here. It'll be about, the reveal on the head here will be about the same as the reveal on the uprights when that's dot and dabbed. So I hope you can see that. There you go. I think that's about it. Again, not a long video. Fingers crossed that's going to make a difference to any potential issues we've got with cold bridging. I know it's only 10mm, but it's better than nothing, and certainly should help with any issues of condensation. I hope you found this video interesting. I hope you found it maybe useful. Be interested to know any of your thoughts on what I've done here, and if you've got any alternative ideas to deal with this problem, sort of cold bridging on beams like this. Thanks for watching.